Hi everyone, my name is Angela Mirembe Nanteza Mrs. Mwangzi. Haha.
My name is Pamela Kasidia Saka.
My name is Tutu Karatieleka.
My name is Birungi Cabrera. My nickname for high school was Kabzi.
I'm Irene Batide. I was Sexy Irene and I was also Milk.
My nickname from school was Kanan.
Prima Atugonza, I was known as Goddess.
I'm Eseza, they used to call me Eseza Najombe.
Najombe. Eseza. Najombe.
My best high school memory was A-level. I enjoyed our A-level.
I loved dancing. There was so much excitement and hype for the dance. What are we wearing? What strokes are we going to do?
Best high school memory has to be Sosh because the excitement was all over the place, from practicing of how to walk, the gowns, everything, and meeting boys for the first time.
Every time the boys' schools would come and then they would mime and then, throw their ties at us or remove their shirts and would all be screaming. So right now I find that really silly, but at that time it made so much sense and yeah, it was fun.
I remember Eseza once was sleeping in prep, and when the minister asked, Eseza, why are you sleeping? She put up her head and made the sign of the cross. She said she was praying.
Sometime we were from senior 1, but senior 3 particularly, there's a time we called it the Holy Spirit move. Somehow everyone started speaking in tongues, and then some of us were taken to the sick bay. Particularly, they called my mom. Now my mom is a full Catholic, and I am Jacinta, the name you didn't all know up to now. Now she called me Jacinta because of the 3 girls that saw Mother Mary. So now me, I was here being born again and even speaking in tongues, to the extent that actually they suspended us during that time, and many people got saved at that time. What I'm not so sure of is if those people are still saved up to today. Yeah.
Do you remember that song? Yeah, when I performed that, and then everywhere I would walk, people would be like, yeah. People forgot me as Peno.
I remember Fiesta. That's one of the things. I could not believe that before Fiesta, Angela was practicing. Like everyone had done, everyone was ready, but then Angela was like, you guys, is it Fiesta? Like she was still trying to understand. I was so scared. Like when she was on stage, I was like, it's like Fiesta. I'm like, when she would do it every time, I'd be like, yes.
We also had a rule around ladies don't run, they walk, and you have to walk gracefully. So you don't cross the lawn, you don't jump benches, you walk with grace and dignity. And you say hi to everyone you meet. Hello, how are you? Good manners, right? So a certain person in our class, it's a serious person, she used to walk quickly because she walks with purpose. She's a serious person. So Bambi, our friend, got into trouble and they wrote her down for running. Yet really she was just walking quickly.
I remember in class, I think we're introducing ourselves. So I stand up and I'm like, my name is Jamin. Someone's like, Jamination. I think it was Tutu, by the way.
I don't remember if it was mice that were dodging, but we hid under the beds and they got diarrhea. So she was so jealous. She kept saying, "Oh!" I remember I was not breathing. I went to move. Wasn't a home and my around.
What I remember the most clearly is someone telling us, this is Namagunga. You either fit in or you fit out. What does that even mean?
In S1, when we had just started in Namagunga, I remember one of those days I forgot to put out my basin for showering in the evening, my car bucket and all my showering things. So the evening came, it was time for showering. I didn't have one, but the windows did not have any burglar proofing. So I decided to hop through the window to get my buckets to go and bathe. Unfortunately, the S1 block was directly opposite the S5, the HSC block, and the Social Graces Minister used to sit at the window, Shiba at that time. And she saw me getting into the dormitory through the window, putting out my bucket through the window, and then she called me later on and she she called me later on and then she's like, yeah, I saw that. But she forgave me because she had been for social. She was social lady and my brother was social chairman.
I also remember Melissa and Babazi. One time we're having prep and she screamed snake. I think she was tired and the whole block jumped out. And it took 30 minutes. By the time we had settled back into class, it was time for bed. Yeah, so.
There were people who are in a dormitory, was it B? That thing that had bricks. And they were caught, I think, at around 2. And this minister told them to get your mattress, sleep under the sun. I was like, your head. And these guys had to cover with their blankets. I don't even remember. I don't even know. So they put their mattress in the sun, laid their beds, and slept in the 2 p.m. sun. I was like,
I remember in S1, some of us used to wake up very early to read, to bang winter, sometimes at 4 a.m. Banange. I remember now, sometimes. So it was like a clique of a few people would go to the chemistry labs and just be there reading. I don't know what we were reading. Why were we too serious?
After exams, you remember we used to have the retreat. You remember after exams, the retreat. Now for us, this was S6, who were in Hostel C. I think most of us didn't go for that retreat. I was in my room, my neighbors were in the room, Akot, Sheila, many didn't go. And then we were all in our rooms, locked, closed. And then we had this person come in with her heels. We all kept quiet. So she walked up to the end, she walked back and then moved out. And then I looked, it was Sister Justine Paul, the head teacher. We all moved out. We were like, oh my goodness, it was Sister Justine Paul. But it was funny how we all kept quiet. But after she left, we all dressed up and went for the retreat.
Influence in Namagunga was gentle. There was no chiboko. You put yourself in order. You just see what you're supposed to do and you put yourself in order.
During our times, we used to have boys writing letters to us, girls. Then there was this particular girl who used not to get letters. But whenever the letters would come, she would be like, me, if a boy ever writes to me, I don't know, I'll just kill him. So it went on for some time.
Single sex
until a group of girls, there were about 3, they decided to write her a letter. And since I was one of the most quiet people, they said no one would suspect anything from me. So they came and told me, we want to give this one a letter, but if we give it to Tutu, they will think it's a joke. So, but if we give it to you, she will believe. So I waited for a function to come. I think it was YCS.
Letters used to come after function.
YCS, and so many letters were around. So they came and gave me the letter. And I walked to her and I gave her the letter. So we all waited for her reaction. So she got the letter. She was like, who is this? I hope it's not a boy. Oh my God! I don't know if she got to know that it wasn't a real letter. I don't know what happened afterwards. But whenever I look at her and I look at these girls who wrote the letter, that is the thing that I remember.
The worst punishment was cleaning the moss.
The way they used to make us scrape moss off the stone.
That was hard labor.
I used to enjoy those punishments where they would send people to the social graces patron, things to do with cutting nails, changing if you're wearing your pins. When you're not smart, those things, I used to enjoy them very much.
We always got into all kinds of trouble, mostly I think for making noise in class.
Incidentally, I didn't get really any punishment, but what I remember is that I was always a late comer. Somehow I was always late for assembly.
When we were in S2, we had a red brick dormitory, and that dormitory had windows without burglar proofing. So Nandi, Tutu, probably Mai and I used to jump through the windows. Yeah, Melissa. So a lot of people, I'm told Lisa as well, we used to jump through the windows and go to bed when it wasn't time for bed, like during daytime. So one time, Minister Lina, I remember her very well. Maybe she was the Minister of Sleep or whatever she was. She found us and she asked, I was with Nandis, and she asked, what are you doing in the dormitory? And we told her we wanted to sleep. So we jumped through the window and we are sleeping. So she said, oh, you wanted to sleep? Please pick your mattress, take it to the lawn, pick a blanket as well, and enjoy sleep.
Then I did that punishment too.
Yes. Yeah, so she took us in front of Hostel B, and we slept there, and then Nandis cried. I think, it was very shameful, but I was sort of that child that everything bounced off me, So I was laughing, and I remember Metron passed by and said, oh, that girl has run mad, that I had run mad. and her sister is crying. Yeah, so that memory endures.
There were these strange rules we had during prep time. You weren't allowed to open your desk and get books. I found that so strange, and you get like severely punished for such stuff.
Not everyone loved school, so for me, closing date was my favorite time. Maybe even visiting the
most unforgettable moment I feel would be like the day I left Namagunga, like after our last exam, French. I was the last person to leave school. It was in the evening at 6 p.m. The driver had delayed. I remember feeling so elated that he had finally made it.
Well, I thought I'd become a lawyer, and I've actually indeed become a lawyer, so I'm very proud of that I knew what I wanted to be from the get-go.
I always thought I would be an engineer, and I actually went on to do physics and math at high school, but I didn't become that because I later realized physics wasn't for me. So yeah, I settled for accounting.
I thought I would become an interior designer, decorator. Currently, I am a stay-at-home mom.
I always thought I would be a doctor because my dad was a doctor, died, and I wanted to fill his shoes. But along the way, things changed. I ended up doing engineering. I'm a mechanical engineer right now.
Really didn't think much when I was in school about what I would be. I just knew that I'd be successful, and I am successful according to where I am.
I thought I would become a doctor, but I ended up being a food scientist, and I love it. I love food, so yeah, I'm glad I went into that journey.
Message to the young ones out there: take your friendships with the seriousness that they deserve, because the older you grow, you're just not sure about who you meet in life. So the friends that you make in your young age, in primary school, in secondary school, those are real, genuine friendships. They wish you well, they'll be there. So really keep your friendships, make those friends, and keep them, if you can, till the end of time. It gets better in the future. Just keep walking the pace, and whatever you'd set out to do for yourself, you'd be very proud of your future self. So yes.
I would tell 17-year-old me not to play with boys. Boys are bad. Don't do it.
I'll tell my younger self not to care what people think about you. Just do you. As my papa says, enjoy your youth responsibly.
Yeah, just relax and enjoy your teenage life.
Don't stress about life, especially school, because to be honest with you, there's a way life has led us to different paths. And even those who were not literally academically, the best, are making it in life. So don't stress about things in life like academics.
It just doesn't work out the way you want it to, or you hope it would. But if you're flexible and you can take in so much, it gets a little lighter on you when the puzzle doesn't fall in place.
There are no wrong answers. Yeah, I think
personally, I think I was super quiet. I don't think I said so much in second. So these days I talk too much. I think I really missed talking. So I think I would tell myself that no, just go, speak out, speak your mind. Don't be afraid. Yeah, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
What I would tell my younger self would be that perfection is a never-ending goal. Yeah, and just focus on progress over perfection.
I'd like to shout out to all the ladies in the diaspora who managed to contribute to this do. We thank you so much. We appreciate it. Of course, we remember the ones that we lost. Patience, Kathy, Rona, Ruth. Heartbreaking, but such is life.
I'm missing someone like Nanono Victoria, those who are in the diaspora. You guys, thank you for making this a very cool experience. And we really missed seeing you because people are still as crazy as they were in high school. Not much has changed. People are still beautiful, people are still kind, jolly. We hope you guys are well. We hope your families are well wherever you are, and may God bless you plenty.
Shout out to Martha Kiza, to Maimuna, or to Innocent Kinahere. Well, I don't remember some, but yes, shout out to those who are not also able to make it.
Shout out to everyone who has not made it today. It's been really, really good catching up with OGs of Namagunga. It's been so nice to see everyone. There's really not much that has changed on their faces, so it's been real. Namagunga is a place where I feel like the friendships were real and everyone wished well for each other, so it's really good to have come this far. The distance was quite long from Kampala to Gayaza, but I was like, I'm not going to miss it for the world to come here and meet everyone all over afresh.
Shout out to Anita Tirasaga. I miss you. I wish you were here. Also, Auma Carol, I wish you were here. Kamia Grace, I also wish you were here. Today has been a lovely day. We've had fun. We've laughed. I've laughed so hard. I hope next time when we have another reunion, you'll be with us.
The people in the diaspora, we've missed you today, but thank you for contributing. And I hope that if we have another reunion, perhaps in December, you'll be here and you'll be able to enjoy with us.
Next reunion, I think so many people will have so many teenagers. We hope next time we'll have people who have girls. There have been so many boys this time. We want baby girls, Banange. I have a baby girl, but we want more.
I predict that the next reunion is going to be a little more crazy because now has just set the tone where everyone is like, okay, where do I place that person? Where do I do this? So I definitely think it's going to be more fun and more real. We're going to party and maybe have some people drunk and falling, go tell some real life truth. So I'm looking forward to the next reunion.
I hope we have our next reunion in December this year because it's been great to see people and to catch up.
So our next reunion is going to be in Las Vegas. In Jesus' name, amen.
So girls, thank you so much for making this memorable. We have had so much fun. Thank you to the sisters in the diaspora for contributing to make sure that we had a great time. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Let's not wait another 100 years to meet again. So I'm so happy today to see everybody. There are people I last saw in S4, Dalia Maria, Fiona Jeremiah. Yes, there are so many people that I've been so happy to see today. Sylvina Kajuri, hi Sylvie. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much. I hope we're continuing to have a good time. Tell your people at home to stop calling you, telling you that children are crying, that children want to go to bed. You'll find the children tomorrow. Thank you.